cannabis is a medicine. It is not a drug. And this is an important distinguishing factor because certain things like hemp seeds, for example, which is like the seed of the cannabis plant, is high in omega-3s, it's high in protein, and it has a good ratio of omega-3 to omega-6s for your brain. The problem is, I'm not saying almonds are bad or anything, but if you eat too many of these random nuts and seeds, they can be high in phytic acid, which can be mitigated by sprouting, but still, hemp seeds are actually very low in phytic acid from the cannabis plant. But your average nut and seed might have phytic acid in it. And so, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You can sprout it and get rid of it, but I'm saying there's actual certain toxins in different plants. You hear the carnivores on YouTube talk a lot about that. I'm not saying to go carnivore. I don't like the idea of killing and eating meat. But what I am saying is, if you're going to eat plants, it's good to choose intentionally what type of plants you're even eating to begin with. So that's the problem with calling cannabis as a drug, is you can juice it. You can make tinctures with it, which can help kids from having seizures. It can help with digestion. It can help with bone growth. The endocannabinoid system is linked to bone growth. And that's what I'm saying, is not every plant has these magical abilities. A lot of plants that people think are healthy, yes, they are healthy in moderation. Like spinach is healthy in moderation. You can make green juice with spinach. But spinach also has oxalates in it, which can actually reduce calcium absorption. So spinach can actually be toxic if you consume too much of it. So that's the point I'm trying to make, is I'm not saying spinach is bad or anything like that. Like, spinach is not actually like toxic unless you're maybe not preparing it right, or you're consuming too much. It can be toxic if you're consuming too much. It can be. And so that's the thing, is a lot of these plants, like spinach has oxalates. I think kale has goitrogens, which can affect your thyroid. And I'm not saying these are bad. These can be very healing. Spinach and kale, you can make nice green juices with them, high in a bunch of different nutrients like chlorophyll, protein. These are actually healthy for you. But the fact that these healthy plants have poisons in them makes you think like cannabis has THC and CBD, which is known to heal the body. You see what I'm saying? So how can you call something a drug if you're going to call spinach food? How can you call something cannabis a drug if you're going to call kale food? How can you call cannabis a drug which has hemp seeds in it if you're going to call almonds food? When hemp seed has a better ratio of fat for your brain, omega-3 to omega-6, than almonds even. And I'm not saying almonds are bad. In moderation, you can sprout them and make almond milk, and it can be fine in moderation. But I'm saying technically it has phytic acid, which is toxic in excess amounts. But what I'm saying is cannabis, hemp seeds don't have a lot of phytic acid in them. That's what I'm saying. Cannabis has a lot of THC and CBD, which can actually be very healing for the body. So that's what I'm saying, is like, cannabis is not a drug. It's a plant medicine. Because these everyday foods that you're eating, like even red meat, can literally cause heart disease. It's a lot worse for you in some cases, especially if you're eating like fast food. I'm talking about healthy food right now, but imagine you're eating fast food. So a lot of these everyday things that people are consuming can be a lot worse for you than a healing herb. And the reason why I'm making these videos is because I've had a lot of like horrible treatment from people around me for using an everyday healing herb. And especially when I was growing up, I was borderline abused, for using an everyday healing herb. And I've always had different sort of things going on that it was helping with. And I didn't have access to just get a tincture at the store. I had to get it from friends, and thankfully I had people that had some good stuff. But a lot of times, like, For example, if like a family member would find it, I would get unnecessarily abused for using something that's healing. There's people that are being unnecessarily thrown in jail for using something that's healing. And so as a society, we shouldn't be doing that. That's not okay. There's people that may need these medicines like cannabis, mushrooms, and in my opinion, everything should be legal, and you should be able to use your own responsibility to do whatever amount you think is right for you. We're allowed to eat as much spinach as we want, even though it has oxalates. We're allowed to eat as much almonds as we want, even though too many nuts and seeds can give you digestive issues, because we know that in moderation they can be okay. So people should have freedom to moderate these healing plants as well. No one should be in prison. No one should be like yelled at by a family member. None of that. We need to destigmatize these things, because no one deserves to be have their freedoms taken away for something that God put on earth. When there's people that are actually harming other people, those are the people that we need to, those are the people, if anyone, that deserve criminal justice, is people that are harming others, not anyone trying to use a plant to heal themselves. So I just wanted to make this video because it was on my mind heavy today because of reasons I don't want to get into right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. And until next one, I'm out. Love and peace.